National Youth Council of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter, and we are here today in the Youth House, 7 Station Road, Port Harcourt, to address the youth and Rivers people on very important issues as it affects the polity and the development of Rivers State. Like we all know, Rivers youth forms 70% and counting of the total population of Rivers States, and as such a group cannot be taken for granted in the affairs of the state. Have it not been so?
That's so.
Firstly, we want to salute the courage of Mr. President for swinging into action and saving Rivers people the endemic crisis that has gone to a state of no return, a state where we can no longer ascertain if we are to pack out of Rivers State or to leave. We want to commend him for his timely intervention, and we also want to say Rivers youth are grateful because he has come to our aid. We have called all the parties that were involved in this crisis, but we could not have peace. But today, because of the intervention of Mr. President, we have now received salaries. Civil servants have now received salaries. That feat was almost impossible with the political disturbance that has been in the state back and forth in relation to the Supreme Court judgment on Rivers State. We are not here to pass blame on any person, but we are here to call on all Rivers youth to continue to support Mr. President on the declaration of the emergency rule. I also want to welcome the sole administrator to Rivers State. And we are here to let him know that Rivers youth are totally in support of his administration. We are calling on all Rivers youth to support the emergency rule and the sole administrator for the period of the initial 6 months, so that dividends of democracy can actually be received at all quarters. Especially, this period will be a period where youth should be critically looked into. Issues of employment should be looked into. Issues that has to do with our environment, projects should be looked into. We are also calling on him to do the needful and be rest assured of our support. This message goes to all Nigerian youths. We will not protest against this emergency rule because it benefits Rivers people. Have you know so?
That's so.
Rivers youth will support this administration of Mr. President and the emergency rule because we know it reflects the totality of the opinion of Rivers people. Yes. Hence, peace have returned to the nooks and crannies of the states. Yes. We want to say, every wearing youth with any concern shall proceed to the National Secretariat to meet with the leadership with the committee that we have set in place to hear their concerns, as protest will not be tolerated on this subject matter, because protest at this point in time will only take us backward. Are we ready to go backward?
No.
We also want to say that in the coming days, the leadership of the youth in the states have closed their ranks and files to ensure that the meeting between the youth and the sole administrator will come forth seamlessly. And by so doing, we will not protest. We will bring our concerns and our own blueprint to foster this peace we currently enjoy. And we will submit it to them. We will engage this government through meaningful dialogue and conversation, and not to take over the streets, because there is no need for now. We believe in the intervention of Mr. President. We believe in the support given to the President by the National Assembly, Senate, and reps, we are grateful for the peace that has returned. And as youth, we owe this state the price of peace. We will do anything to ensure that peace will return and sustain in Rivers State. Yes. For there is no price too much for peace to come. Once again, I want to enjoin all Rivers people, most especially the youth, not to be allowed to be used by self-seeking politicians who we are aware are currently sponsoring some gullible youths. They are also trying to import some youth from other neighboring states to come to Rivers State to sabotage the current peace we currently enjoy. This will be highly resisted, and we are passing a warning to them. We will soon call them out and place them where they belong, because we know that they are enemies of Rivers State. We also want to call on the suspended leadership of both the Assembly and the executive arm led by Fubara to call his supporters to order and join the peace process that has begun. Lastly, I want to call on the SO administrator to, as a matter of urgency, constitute a committee that will look into the waste management of our state, so that cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. And Rivers State, it has been dedicated to God, so we must be clean. Constitute this committee and also include youths, so that we can take and follow up this process adequately, so that business can return. In fact, we are also calling on investors all over the world to come and invest in Rivers State. For the youth and the elders and our leaders, we now work in one accord for peace and progress of Rivers State. Build the youth! Build the nation! Thank you and God bless you. I am Retractor Comrade Mr. Badebani, the chairman that was just re-elected and inaugurated, sworn in with our executive members here. Thank you and God bless you.
Yeah.